Roughly, and this is key, roughly every 2,100 years, when the sun is passing through any of the 12 signs of the zodiac, the spirit takes alternatively a male and a female body in order to experience life in both poles, one as a male, the other as a female. On the average, every 1,000 years, the spirit comes back to rebirth. Spirits take up physical bodies only to gain experience, to conquer the world, to overcome the lower self, the lower desires, and attain self-mastery. This is rebirth, according to the Western wisdom teachings, and differs from reincarnation concept as taught by Eastern philosophies. Take note that spirits in human bodies belong to the human life wave and cannot transmigrate to animal life wave nor plant life wave, which are lower. Each life wave is distinct and meant for beings who came into manifestation in a particular period. This explanation varies largely from Eastern wisdom teachings. For millions of years, spirits return to rebirth, enter into material bodies to gather experience in the physical world in the journey towards perfection. In the process, the spirit has its strengths and also has its weaknesses. It has made friends and it has also made enemies. It has carried out good deeds and also bad deeds. The bad deeds, the bad things that the spirit has done, incur death of nature, which ought to be liquidated to restore equilibrium to the spirit itself and also nature. The good deeds add to its quality towards perfection. Before coming into the physical world, the spirit takes a decision in the spiritual worlds about which of the debts it wants to liquidate. There are super beings in the spiritual worlds who are in charge of debt liquidation. They are called recording angels. And they are in charge of the seed atoms, the records that are contained in the seed atoms. Those who oversee it are the recording angels. All those records. They help in placing the spirit in the appropriate environment towards the realization of the choices that it made before rebirth. Let's talk a bit about epigenesis. The spirit builds on previous achievements and also explores new areas that it has hitherto not ventured. In addition to paying off past debts, it means rebirth is not just about paying back past debts. It's more than that. So, in addition to paying off past debts and setting in motion new courses, the spirit has within itself the faculty of epigenesis, the ability to inaugurate something exceptionally new, the ability to inaugurate something exceptionally new towards the betterment of humanity. It could be a skill, a profession, talent, or whatever endeavor. The person is a genius in capacities that it has previous proficiency. In music, in engineering, in science, in oratory, in philosophy, or whatever profession or skills area. The spirit excels without much toil in those areas because it had a previous experience. But it finds some challenges in new areas that it begins to explore. The spirit comes back to associate with old friends and foes and makes new friends to liquidate past debts and set in motion new courses. All that we are, all that we have is a result of our previous work in life. What we yet are not, or we do not have, is attainable by what we do now. It is not a loving and just God who is denying one person and giving to the other, but each person merits whatever comes to him or her because of past actions and inactions. If we know these truths about life, we will not spend a second blaming others or being jealous of others, but work hard to improve ourselves and environment for a better future.
Filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see. Whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all this.